Hi, everyone. As a consultant for the United Nations, I've worked with government agencies all around the world. And what I see time and again is that they're collecting enormous amounts of data, more and more every year. But it's extremely underutilized. And this is a general trend in companies to collect more data, not necessarily knowing what to do with it. And this data is locked up. To me, it's kind of like puppies in a cage. It's not getting any attention. But the difference is that data is not really cute like puppies. Data tends to be rather intimidating. It tends to be even a little bit scary. So what to do about this situation? Well, I developed the, next slide, the StatPlanet data visualization software to transform all this data into a format which is more approachable, which is useful for analysis, for decision making. For example, here you can see an example from the Hart Foundation. They transformed their data, converting their statistics on health risks into interactive visualizations. This particular map shows the extent to which people in Victoria are not eating their veggies. And the situation is pretty bad. And you can see a video here. These dark red areas are parts where they're particularly bad at eating their veggies. And you can change to a different risk factor with a click of a button. For example, smoking is another risk factor. This is where all the smokers live. And you can focus in on particular regions. For example, I live in Melbourne. Let's have a look at the area around Melbourne. Over here. Melbourne's pretty good, actually. And you can change the presentation format and easily switch to bar charts, scatter plot, time series with a click of a button. So I used this software to visualize the entire World Bank database. It's got more than 3,000 indicators. And it won the World Bank's Apps for Development competition. From there, I developed a range of products focusing on different needs. It's sponsored by organizations such as OECD, the World Health Organizations, and it's mainly used by government agencies, currently in over 20 countries, also by intergovernmental agencies such as the European Commission, seen here, and by universities. But it's also used in the commercial sector, and companies using it, Global 500 companies, include eBay, Samsung, Siemens, Bank of New York Mellon, Accenture. And it's used in a really wide range of industries, for example, health and education and law enforcement and real estate. And actually with partners, we've been looking at exploring interest in the property market here in Australia. The business model is pretty unique. It's actually completely free for use in low-income countries, and it's free or low cost for nonprofits. The idea is that data can be used to improve people's lives. I've been working for UNICEF, working on using data to get children back into school. And the software can help with that, and I don't think cost should be a barrier. So what distinguishes it from all the other visualization software out there? Well, I like how Google Magazine described it, which is that it's easy to use, and it makes evidence-based decision-making a pleasure and not a chore. So that's really the idea behind the data. It has to be for everyone, including you. Anyone can use it. No technical expertise is required. Secondly, it's really easy to set up. So within a couple of minutes, you can have your entire database in those interactive graphics, transformed, and online, something that might take weeks or months even with other software. And third of all, you can use it to tell stories, as mentioned by the former World Bank president. Interactive graphics and also animations, which is also a feature of the software, they lend themselves really well to telling stories with your data. And that's really the future of visualization. And you can also incorporate notes, fully formatted articles into the software, really to better understand the context of the data and to better communicate the key messages underlying the data. So I think that there are basically three trends which signal that the time is right for companies such as StatSilk. First of all, there's this explosion of data. More and more people are collecting data. Organizations are collecting more data. There's this initiative of open data, so to put data online, make it transparent. And we need new tools and new methods to harness that data and use it. Secondly, there's a trend towards evidence-informed decision-making, both in the public and the private sectors. And no longer can we just rely on our experiences and intuitions, no matter how good you think they are. Actually, we need them to be guided more and more by data. That is a real trend in the last few years. And thirdly, I think data visualization, its time has come. It's becoming big business at the moment. At the same time, StatSilk is still a small company. Actually, it's just mainly myself at the moment, working on it part-time. I'm about to dedicate myself fully to this, and I think the time is right to expand the customer base and build on those previous successes, and to reach out to all that lonely data out there and to unlock it and to use it. So,